Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert, I've spent my career right in the heart of hospitality operations, and I'm really pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. Today, we're going to break down a critical piece of hotel management, one that honestly can make or break your entire operation.
So what's our goal here? It's simple, really. We're here to give you practical, real-world knowledge. This isn't some dry textbook theory. No, this is a blueprint for excellence in the kind of world-class hotels you'll be running, and it's all built on a blend of deep industry experience and AI-supported best practices.
Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to start with a topic that on the surface might not sound glamorous. We're talking about selecting cleaning equipment. But as this quote here says, this is a pivotal decision. This isn't just about buying vacuums, it's a foundational choice that will profoundly impact your team's efficiency, the quality of your cleaning, and your long-term costs for years to come.
So, to get our heads around this, we've broken it down into a clear roadmap. First, we'll really dig into why this is such a high-stakes decision. Then, we'll walk through three key phases: a data-driven analysis, the crucial test, and how to secure your investment. And finally, we'll see how it all comes together in what I like to call the efficiency payoff. Ready?
All right, let's start with section 1. The big idea here is that we have to shift our mindset. This is so much more than just a line item on an expense report. It's a strategic investment.
The impact of this one decision shows up in two of the most important numbers in our entire industry. First, you've got MPR, or minutes per room. That's your raw data on housekeeping efficiency. Then there's GSS, guest satisfaction scores. That is the ultimate measure of the guest experience, right? Get your equipment choice right, and I promise you'll see both of these key metrics improve dramatically.
And this slide, this really lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a tale of two paths. On one side, a poor selection. What does that get you? Slower MPR, lower GSS, and a really frustrated staff. It's a downward spiral. But on the other side, precision selection. Now you're talking optimized MPR, higher GSS, and a team that's working like a well-oiled machine. The stakes could not be clearer.
Okay, so that brings us to phase 1. If we want to make that precision selection, we can't just go with our gut feeling. We have to start with a systematic, data-driven look at what we actually need.
And this is the perfect starting point. You have to begin with your hotel's unique physical environment. It sounds obvious, but you have to match the tool to the job. If your property has acres of gleaming marble flooring, your needs are totally different from a convention hotel with vast carpeted ballrooms. It is not a one-size-fits-all situation. Not at all.
And it goes way beyond just the surface type. For any piece of equipment, you've got to evaluate it against these core criteria. Think about ergonomics. Is it easy and safe for your staff to use for 8 hours a day? What about the decibel level? Can you run it during the day without waking up your guests? The power source is huge. Are we talking battery life, cord length? And of course, durability. Is this thing built to last in a tough commercial environment?
Really, it all boils down to following a disciplined process. A simple checklist. 1. Analyze your environment. 2. Define your key criteria, your absolute must-haves. 3. Conduct objective, unbiased research. And only then, step 4, do you start comparing the specs of specific models. And while you're doing that research, here's a killer question that cuts right through all the sales talk. Don't just ask about the warranty. Ask this: what is the average response time for a technician visit? Because let me tell you, the warranty period is one thing, but operational reality is another. Every single minute a key piece of equipment is down, you are losing money. A vendor who can get a technician on site fast is worth their weight in gold.
Okay, so your research has narrowed down the field. You've got your short list. Now it's time for phase 2. We're moving from the spreadsheet to the real world. This is the crucial test phase.
I absolutely love this question because it just puts everything into perspective. You wouldn't buy a whole fleet of cars for your company without a single test drive, right? So why on earth would you treat your core operational equipment any differently? A live, on-site demonstration isn't just a nice-to-have. It is an absolute, non-negotiable necessity.
And when you do that test, you have to be rigorous. Use a checklist. Time how long it actually takes to clean a standard room. See how well it maneuvers under beds and around furniture. Check how easy it is to do basic maintenance, like changing bags or filters. And, this is the most important part, get direct, unfiltered feedback from the housekeeping professionals who will actually be using it. They are your real experts.
All right, you've done the research, you've completed the test, and you have made your choice. We now enter the final critical phase, securing your investment. This is all about making sure you're ready from day one and for the long haul. And here's where that strategic mindset really pays off. You have to think preventative, not reactive. A preventative maintenance contract might seem like an extra cost on an invoice, but it's not. It's insurance. It's insurance against catastrophic failure, and it maximizes the life of your assets, saving you a fortune in expensive emergency repairs down the line.
Just let this number sink in for a second. 0. For your mission-critical equipment, we're talking industrial laundry, your main floor scrubbers, the only acceptable amount of downtime is 0. None. Your entire procurement strategy has to be built around this one simple number.
So how do you ensure zero downtime? You have to be proactive. And here's a huge step. Your initial purchase order shouldn't just be for the machines. You must include an in-house inventory of essential spare parts, things like belts, wheels, and filters from day one. That way, your engineering team can handle minor repairs instantly without waiting a week for a part to be delivered.
Okay, let's bring this all home in our conclusion. After you've followed this disciplined three-phase process, what's the end result? What's the big prize? It's what we call the efficiency payoff.
And this chart just says it all, doesn't it? It's the whole philosophy in one simple visual. That small bar, that's your upfront cost. Yes, the right equipment might cost a bit more initially, but look at that huge bar next to it. That is the massive long-term value it creates. And that value comes from two places: huge efficiency savings in labor and maintenance, plus the powerful revenue-driving impact of higher guest satisfaction scores. It's not even a fair fight.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one final thought, a question to take with you. Your choice isn't really about vacuums and polishers. It's about your philosophy of leadership. Are you going to be a manager who simply signs off on equipment as a simple expense? Or are you going to be a leader who leverages it as a strategic asset to drive excellence? The choice is yours.